not gonna hold back.
Hey, geeks and gamers, welcome to another editorial. Over the course of this last weekend, I was having some issues with anxiety. Like, nothing really was wrong, there's nothing that was really causing me to have this anxiety, but I just kind of was, and that happens every once in a while. And I was playing a few games over the course of the weekend, but I found myself settling into the game you're seeing now, which is No More Heroes 3. And I got to thinking about this, because No More Heroes 3 isn't something that I am actively playing. In fact, I don't know if I have a reason to ever play this game again, other than the fact that it's comforting and I like it. I've played No More Heroes 3 on my Switch since it came out, which I think I have over 60 hours, which for context, this game takes maybe 18 to 20 hours to beat, so you do the math there. And I've seen everything and done everything that this game has to do and see. So it's not like I'm getting something new out of this. I've also beat it twice on Xbox, because it was on Game Pass for a little while. And now I'm playing it on PlayStation 5, which, the PS5 version is the best version, visually and stuff. It is cool to see this game that I've been playing, the crusty Switch version for so long, running on PS5, and actually, aspects of it look a lot better and work a lot better. But all in all, it's still the same game. So I got to thinking about, why am I playing this again? Why am I doing this? Is it because, I just need to play No More Heroes 3 again? No, I could probably recite every fucking line of dialogue in this game to you. It's because it's comforting. This is a comfort game for me. And that's what I want to talk about today, is the concept of a comfort game. And I think everybody, whether you know it or not, you have a comfort game. And your comfort game isn't always going to be the same game, over and over again. It changes throughout time. No More Heroes 3 came out in 2021. It's not like I was playing this game early. There were games before No More Heroes 3 that were considered my comfort games. One of my earliest comfort games is the original Banjo-Kazooie. That's a game that I think I still have my original cartridge, and I have a save file on there with 90 hours. And it's literally just because, I would boot it up and run around. I wouldn't even, I beat the game. There's nothing else for me to do in the game. I would just run around. And I think as a kid, I didn't understand why I did that. I think I was just I'm going to go run around in Banjo-Kazooie. I love that game, which I do. But I think I found it comforting to do. And I have other games throughout my life I can think of. Sonic Adventure 2 is a big one. Kingdom Hearts 2, the first No More Heroes, Nier. There are games throughout my life that, I love all of these games for various reasons. They're all in a list of my favorite games. But there's other games that I consider my favorite games that I don't do this with. So I got to thinking why this? Why am I playing No More Heroes 3? Why is this my comfort game right now? And why do I want to play this when I literally have, I don't know how many other games that I need to beat, that I want to beat, that I need to beat, that are ready to go on my various consoles or handhelds or whatever it is, and I'm playing this again. A sense of familiarity, I think, is definitely a big factor when it comes to a comfort game. Again, I know No More Heroes 3 like the back of my hand. I would be hard-pressed to find any aspect of this game that I don't know about by this point. Also, it's just the vibe of this game is something that I get behind. I really like the satirical nature of this game and its writing. I think its writing is very good. It's again satirical, but I also think at points it's smarter than it lets on. And the world and the characters, and just the fact that this is Travis himself is a character that I have quote unquote grown up with, because I played the original two games on Wii whenever I was a teenager, and in those games, he's not a teenager, but in those games, Travis is like, young wisecracking like asshole. And then by 3, like the character is pretty different in 3. He's definitely still Travis, but like he's matured a lot, and I think I really like that in this game. Is that I felt like I kind of grew up with the character in a sense, as opposed to like playing something like Duke Nukem, where you come back for a new Duke Nukem game and he's still gonna be Duke Nukem. Nothing's changed. I always feel like Travis is like more mature in this game. But this video isn't really about the game itself. It's more about the concept of a comfort game. Like, comfort games are important. I'm curious if you have a comfort game. Why don't you drop it in the comments and let us all know what it is and why? I can understand comfort games from many different angles. A lot of people I know probably play something like Minecraft or something like those farming games that are like like Stardew Valley and stuff that are like endless. Like those kind of endless games I could see easily being a comfort game. Something like a fighting game. I think if you're really into fighting games and you just want to practice and like that's your zone, I could easily see that being a comfort game. Sometimes people find it comforting to like grind in an RPG or something like that, like a game similar to that where you're constantly gaining progression through like combat. Like I could see that easily being a comfort game. And if you are watching this video right now and you don't know what your comfort game is, I think that's natural too. I don't think people think about this stuff as much as I do. I think maybe I kind of get into my head a lot, and while I'm thinking about like games and why we engage with them. So it's fine if you don't know what your comfort game is. I think that's fine, but I think if you look, you'll find a comfort game. You'll find something that you keep returning to, and you're not entirely sure why you keep doing it. Other than it just feels nice. It feels like where you want to be. I think that's the only criteria to this topic when it comes to comfort games. And if you honestly don't know what your comfort game is, I think just take a game that you loved, that something that you really like connected with and felt involved with. Take that and maybe explore it more. Maybe if say you really liked The Last of Us or Horizon or again something like Minecraft. Who knows? I don't know what people play now. Maybe the Expedition 33. Whatever it is that you're playing or you've played that you've really connected with. Maybe give that a look. Maybe next time you're stressed out or you are feeling anxious or down or whatever it is. Like I've used comfort games in many different scenarios. I played one of my first big breakups whenever I was a young teenager. I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I didn't really need to. It's a game I had beaten before many times, but it's a game that I remember really helped me in that time. So maybe next time you find yourself in a situation like that, maybe try to consult a game that either is or could be your comfort game, and it might help. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this topic. If it was stupid, that's perfectly fine. The point of the editorials are to literally vomit out the ideas that I have in my brain, and sometimes they're not all that refined, but it's fine. That's what this is. I'm gonna go play some more No More Heroes 3. This game is fucking sick.